Tyson Fury takes issue with the Ring Magazine heavyweight rankings. We're going to take a look at the rankings and then we'll talk about whether or not Fury's outrage is justified. Okay, so Michael Benson tweeted out Tyson Fury reacting to the latest Ring Magazine heavyweight rankings on Instagram today. And we'll click on this. And as you can see, he has the Gnarls Barkley song Crazy playing, which is crazy because if you look at the very last video that I posted, was it the very last? I think it was the very last video I posted about Anthony Joshua overcoming his mental health issues. I actually used that song in the video. So perhaps Tyson Fury saw that. But Tyson Fury says right here, I'm the craziest MF out there. I gave up ring belt so I could win it 3 times. Ha ha ha. With the sticking out the tongue emoji. And then he wrote GK rules. So if you don't understand, he's saying the Gypsy King rules. So here's the heavyweight rankings. It has Usyk listed as the champion. And so that's what he's referring to. They have Usyk listed as the champion and Tyson Fury listed as number 1. And Anthony Joshua listed at number 2. Joseph Parker listed at number 3. And Zhilei Zhang listed at number 4. So I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with those rankings per se. I think his issue is with Usyk being viewed as the champion of the division. And so let's talk about it. On Boxing Bros, on our 200th episode, we did our top 5 heavyweights. And I listed Tyson Fury as number 1. Now, if you have Usyk as number 1, I don't really have any issue with that, but I'm going to explain to you why Tyson Fury remains my number 1 and why I view Tyson Fury as the champion of the heavyweight division. First, Usyk is moving up from cruiserweight, and although he was undisputed at cruiserweight and he moved up to heavyweight, he beat Anthony Joshua. Now, Anthony Joshua is very talented. I don't know who would win in a fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. And as we know, styles make fights. We pointed out Joe Joyce beat Parker. Zhang beat Joe Joyce. And then Parker beat Zhang. So you don't know how these fights will play out. That's why we have the fights. It's important to actually have the fights. But Tyson Fury, to me, should be viewed as the champion because he is the one who dethroned Klitschko's 10-year reign. His 10-year undefeated streak was stopped by Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury took the belts. You can see the pictures. You can go review it. You can see Tyson Fury posing with each belt that Anthony Joshua eventually won. Now, again, I pointed this out. I don't see Fury as being the champion because he didn't fulfill the obligations required to maintain the titles. He was stripped of the titles because he tested positive for a banned substance, which he blamed on wild boar meat. We know the story. So the point is, he dethroned Klitschko and he relieved him of the belts. Later on, Anthony Joshua did go to beat Vladimir Klitschko, and he went on to collect all those belts. And then Usyk beat Anthony Joshua. But Tyson Fury also went on to defeat Deontay Wilder, who was the American heavyweight at the time, who beat Bermane Stiverne, who had won the vacant WBC title. And he went on to have about 10 title defenses himself, Deontay Wilder. And Tyson Fury got up off the couch basically and beat Deontay Wilder. So now you have this guy who has beaten most of the top heavy. Well, I don't want to say most of the top heavyweights because I feel like that's Anthony Joshua, but he's beaten 2 of the longest reigning champions in the heavyweight division. And you have Usyk who beat Anthony Joshua. I understand the argument for Usyk is he beat Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua beat most of the top 10 in the heavyweight division. And plus the eye test. Most people feel like Anthony Joshua would beat Tyson Fury, and most people feel like Usyk will beat Tyson Fury. But for me, it's still about, at the end of the day, the line, the lineage. And I know people say that Tyson Fury isn't really the lineal heavyweight champion. It died. That distinction died with Lennox Lewis. And I understand that argument. But for me, he is the one who beat Vladimir Klitschko first. Not first as in his first L, but he's the one who ended his 10-year reign, not Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua did that after Tyson. So for me, he inherited that status as the man to beat when he beat Vladimir Klitschko. Yes, it was a boring fight. Yes, it wasn't exciting as the Anthony Joshua fight, but again, styles make fights. So to me, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And the man, for me, is Tyson Fury because he is the one who ended Klitschko's reign. Now, let's get it twisted. Anthony Joshua, I believe, is more than capable of defeating Tyson Fury, and so is Usyk. But until it actually happens in the ring, I think Tyson has that over them where he should get the nod as being seen as the champion because he's the one who actually relieved Vladimir Klitschko of the belts. So that's my take on it. I don't argue with other people's views on it. It doesn't mean that I think Fury would necessarily beat Joshua or Usyk, although I believe it's possible that they can have that same type of situation as Joe Joyce, Zhilei Zhang, and Joseph Parker. But you can let me know what you think in the comment section. Look, please like, share, and subscribe.